when you look at it, it seems like every week it's a little bit of a new way for the Browns to lose.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, Dave. And I think that's, one of the things that's really frustrating is it's hard to kind of put your finger on it, and then the target keeps changing every week. So how do you go about fixing one problem when another crops up, the next week? I think it makes it really difficult on Kevin Stefanski.
Yeah, and when you look at it, if I'd have told you were going to hold Lamar Jackson to what you held him to, and Mark Andrews is going to have one catch, and no running back is going to go crazy running the football, you said, Browns must have won by 10, 14 points, and they end up losing by 3.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you go, well, the offense gets off to a great start, but then it slumps over the middle 2 quarters. Then they have a touchdown late, and you think, okay, they're back in this. They get the turnover on defense late, but they can't finish. Like, it's always something different, and, it's extremely frustrating for fans. I know it's extremely frustrating for the team. And, yeah, you look at that defense, you go, okay, that gave the Browns a chance to win when it hasn't many times this year, and yet the Browns still can't take advantage. And whether that's the offense struggling at certain times, special teams had another bad game, which is becoming a theme for the season, right? They just can't figure out a way to put a complete game together. They give up a big punt return that leads to a field goal. Obviously the the false start on the field goal, and then the blocked field goal at the end. It's just all these things keep creeping up, and players say it's all these little things, and to a point they're right. It is tiny things, but when there's 6 tiny things, that turns into a big thing, and enough to cost you games when every game's going to be close. The margin for error is thin. You're playing with your backup quarterback. All those things create more pressure on you to do the right things, and the Browns just aren't doing that enough.
Yeah, and look at it this way, too. They're 2-5, and they've had a chance to win every one of those losses. Jacoby Brissett has had the ball in his hand at the end of the game, and they haven't been able to get done what they need to do to win.
Yeah, and you're right. Jacoby Brissett has had the ball in his hands, but also Cade York had the ball in his foot twice, right? And he missed against the Chargers, and then he gets a block yesterday. So it's all of it. But, if you take – 4 losses were by 3 points or fewer. Even if you split those, right, all of a sudden the Browns are 4-3 and tied for first place in the AFC North, right? And 1-1 in the AFC North, even if you give them the loss to Baltimore. So that's what makes it tough. And I think it also makes it hard for me to get a great feel for this team, because you think, okay, well, the talent's good enough because they're losing close games. They probably don't need a huge overhaul because there's close games. Yet you're 2-5 and you've lost 4 in a row, which kind of screams big changes. So I think there's kind of a balance there.